Hello everybody, it's the Farm Sim Guy here, hope you're all doing well. We are here with another map tour, and today we are looking at Peter716's latest map, that is Newbrook Farm. He has been very kind and has allowed us early access to this. This will be coming out in the not too distant future. It's already been in testing once and he's making a few small alterations before it goes back to Giants. So in the meantime, we thought we'd jump in and we'd take a look at it. Now, Newbrook Farm, although it is a new map for FS19, this is an update to his FS 2013 version of the map. So this has been around for a long time. So without further ado, let's jump in and check it out. So here we are on Newbrook Farm. This is where you spawn when you arrive in the game. You can see there's a little town over there and looks like the dealer over there. Let's just jump straight into the PDA and have a look at that. Now, you will see from this PDA, this is an incredibly small map. There's your standard map size. This is a quaint little map, just tucked in the middle here. I think, obviously, coming from 2013, didn't have the capacity and the scale we do of the new maps, but there's something really, really nice about this. I think this could potentially lend itself to a classic farmer, 50s, old vintage machinery style gameplay. It's great. I think it's fantastic. So what do we have here? We've got 26 fields of varying sizes. I think they range from around about 40,000 up to 125 for the biggest. What you get when you start the game in new farmer mode is actually quite a lot of stuff here. You've got 17, 18, 20, 21, 22 and 23, and now 20 includes the farmyard as well, probably the most expensive piece of land on the map at 427,000. And the only other thing you own from the start, which I think is a nice touch, is the biogas plant. On top of that, we've got a couple of farms. We have the main farm down here, which is of course Newbrook Farm, and then up at the top here, a slightly smaller farm called Bray Brook Farm. So what I think we'll do was we'll do our usual, we'll head over to the shop, we will grab ourselves a vehicle, and we'll go for a little tour. So here we are at the dealers. We're just about to pick up a vehicle, and I thought it was good to have a look around and see this is a lovely rolling map as well. Lots of changes in contour, lots of detail around the sides of the road. This feels very, very British, very rural. Like I said, it is not a huge map, but the detail is really, really nice. Lots and lots of things that definitely make it feel like very rural Britain. But enough of that, let's grab a vehicle and get on our merry way. Okay, let's come straight out of the dealership here, and I think how we're going to do this, we will head to the main farm and then we will do a little bit of a clockwise run around the bottom, have a look at everything. So even just leaving here, we've got ourselves the pub and the takeaway there, local village shop where you can get money as well, and a few houses. Really tight little lanes here, but we'll head along here, and this is Newbrook Farm. So a couple of ways in actually. There's one entrance there, there's another one here, and then there's in fact another one at the top here. In fact, there's another two. There's quite a lot of space on this farm. This is quite impressive. Let's jump out here. Over the cattle grids there. Open the gates. Now if we go through here, there we go. There's a silo. I've got animal helper on, but there's the dairy where you would fill up your milk from your cows. Nice big sheds here for storage of machinery. We'll touch on the machinery you get in new farmer mode in a little while. More shed space here, looking good. Quite a tight yard, which is very authentically British. Nice big cow barn here, big cow yard, and the animal trigger point is just here to pick up your cows. Over here we have got a pen for our sheep. So again, nice lovely pen for sheep and quite a big pasture out there as well for them to roam in. So that's quite nice. Over here we've got our chickens. There's the feed point for the chickens, and there's a nice little hutch in there as well. And you can open that gate which runs you down to that other entrance as well. Here, again, another shed, nice corrugated metal shed, very British. Here appears to be just a storage space. If you see there, I've opened up the F1 menu. There doesn't appear to be a bunker there. Now that is possibly because that is a manure dumping point. But through here, and I quite like these, we have got a couple of storage sheds, but also they are silage clamps. So a couple of big high sheds for putting silage in. Something you'd probably do a lot of on this farm, to be honest, being a big animal farm. And if we walk through here, we have got through here another shed, which is in fact another silage clamp as well. So 3 big silage clamps. There is the dump for the grain silo as well. So you can reverse into that. Over here we have yet another cow shed. So again, 2 big cow barns on this main farm. And over here is where you can get your piggies. So I think this is about right for British farms. Very few British farms in an area of the country like this, with rolling hills and this kind of terrain, would be arable, other than creating the appropriate food and requirements for your animals. It would probably be animal based. So this is nice. This is really nice. And even though it's tight in places, there's lots of space here to be able to turn vehicles around and move things about. So nice, like that. Let's head back out this way, see if we can find our vehicle again. Let's run down here. There's the farmhouse. We dumped the truck here. So let's jump back in this. And let's head back to the village first, but then we'll head south and have a look at the BGA. So out of here, round the fences. This, it's a challenge. Definitely, if you're into big open fields, this might not be the map for you, but if you like your European maps, you like little fields, you could get a lot done. There'd be a lot of variety in this map because none of the fields are huge, so you would get a lot of variety in your gameplay playing this, which is sometimes a really nice thing to be able to do. So up to here, and if we drive in here, here is your BGA plant. We're at the bottom of the map here. This is surrounded by field 27, but your BGA and your sawmill here as well, so you can sell any wood that you've got here. And there is, if we jump back to the PDA for a second, there's a nice little plot of forestry here, so you could do some logging if you want to do that. So there you go, sawmill and your biogas plant there, and again another couple of silage clamps if you want to utilize that. And remember, you do get that if you started new farmer mode, you get that straight away as well, so that's good. Now from here we're just going to go round to the right, and we're going to head up here because this is where a lot of the main sell points are. And here we are, Newbrook Trading Centre. Now what we've got here is your milk sell point, your bale sell point, your grain sell point is here as well, and wool, as well as your animal buy point. So you can pick up animals here and ship them back to your yard. So quite a nice little yard, big enough to turn a big truck around in here if you want, or a tractor and a trailer. So you're not going to get stuck in there once you arrive. That disappears off the map there, but this is something I've noticed, and he's done this well in a couple of places. The way he's detailed the roads disappearing, so that is the end of the map. You can't go any further than that. But he hasn't made it. It's not a hard finish on the map. It's not a really blatant, well, here's the edge of the map, deal with it. The foliage goes off into the distance. He's done a really good job of that perception of scale and perspective there to make it really blend with the map. It's very nice. There's another one up at the top of the map I'll show you in a bit, but I really like that. Really like that. So heading out of here, as again you can really see some of the rises and falls on the map. There is some big gradient changes. So we'll head back down here, and we will hang a right again here, because there's one more sell point I want to show you, which I probably should have showed you earlier on. But in the village here, if we go past the pub and the red telephone box, which is a nice touch, at the back of the general store there is a sell point there, and that is for eggs. So again, if you've got chickens, that is where you're going to sell your eggs. Let's just do a little 3-point turn in here, and what we'll do, we'll head up and have a look at Bray Brook Farm, which is the second farm on the map, which is a little bit further away from the rest of the map. But even again, look at this lovely drop down here, the mountains in the background and the high hills. He's really spent a lot of time thinking about how, and this like kind of avenue of trees here. This is great. Really, really nice. We're going to drive past the little forestry section here, and you can see the fields. You can see the size of the fields here. Gives you an idea of them. Narrow gates as well, so again, it limits your use of huge machinery. And again, I don't think it's a map for huge machinery. This is for the small stuff. Maybe it's vintage stuff. Imagine, you know, some old model tractors, you know, little Fordsons. I downloaded a brilliant Fordson Major model the other day. I think it would work brilliantly on this. So up the other side, you've got to bear in mind horsepower for this stuff as well. So here we are, Bray Brook Farm. Now if you head right up here, the house is slightly separated from the rest of the farm. A kind of nice, trendy, modern house in here. And what I was saying before about the way that he's really done a nice job of blending in the roads. Look, this looks just like it goes nowhere, but it's still a road, a little bit of grass on it, and it just disappears. And you can go quite far up there as well. Look, there's the stop point. Look at the amount of detail that's gone on over there and through there. I suppose one of the benefits of not having the map go right to the edges of the entire map allows you to be a bit more flexible with how you do stuff like that. So there's the farmhouse. So we are at the top of the map. Like I said, it's not a big map, and you really feel that. But I genuinely think you could have a lot of fun on this with small equipment. So over on that side of the road, there is just another shed there. Again, these rusty corrugated sheds are quintessentially British, definitely. And in here, there we go, a couple of sheds, an open shed. This is just a much more basic farm, I think. There's a fuel point there, so you can fill up your fuel. More sheds, no silage clamps up here. So very much maybe more your where you'd keep some of your arable equipment and just your equipment for tending the fields. So in new farmer mode, I just wanted to touch on what you get in the game as well. You get a couple of nice vouchers there to get you started. An old New Holland TX32, the Lizard pickup, an AgroLiner trailer, the appropriate combine header, a little plough, a little cultivator. You've got your seeder, a fertilizer spreader, a couple of mowers there, a tedder, a windrower, a loading wagon, a round baler, a nice leveler for the silage, a front loader with a bucket, and a bale spike, and the obligatory weights, and a header trailer there. No mace header, it doesn't appear, and then some of your sheds as well. So there we go. That's what you've got available to you. It's quite a nice little starting set of kit. So I would strongly suggest you just throw yourself into this and have a go. We'll just fly up and have a little bit of a look around. There you go. Pretty much see the entire map from here. And it's really, really nice. There's something about it that's just really, really kind of polished, nicely finished. Like I said, some incredibly steep hills. And we'll have to deal with that challenge. I think it would be a good challenge to have. You know, you have to be clever about what implements you picked and things like that. But it's nicely laid out. I think there's a lot of options. You've got some bigger fields, like this big canola field in front of you here, and then some smaller fields over there. I mean, I suppose there's the option here to get rid of some of these hedges and open up some of these fields if you wanted to as well, but I'm not sure why you would want to, because these little fields give you the option to do a lot more in terms of variety of crops and things like that. So there isn't much more to say about it. It's only a small map, but it's a really nicely put together map. Once again, Peter716. He has a style about him. You look at Newbrook Farm and you look at Greenlands, they are really they're really identifiable as his maps, and I like that. I really do. So hats off to you, mate. Another brilliant map. And everybody keep a lookout for this over the next few days and weeks on the Giants Mod Hub, because it's a beauty. So from me for now, the Farm Sim Guy, thank you very much for watching. This has been Newbrook Farm from Peter716. Hope you enjoy it when it comes out, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.